Alright, let's see how much more we got in this big ass demo. Oh, we're back here. More stuff?
Huh? I'm pretty sure I fell asleep.
Well, then it's just as I thought. While you're asleep, our connection is much stronger.
Okay. I thought maybe it was because it was a place that exists between mind and matter.
You wield your magic with ever more confidence. Splendid.
It's true, I wielded my magic to beat a dragon.
As I mentioned previously,
Look at that shot. What a shot.
Develops anew through encounters with others. Look for those bearing the nobility and presence of the heroes and kings of old. More virtuous than the weight of any crown or medal is the burden you place on your own path forward. The more comrades and supporters who stand beside you, the more your power will deepen as you soar to new heights. One day, if the people join hands and seize the freedom to decide their own future with their own power just as you do, that is my ideal world.
Hold on. What do you mean, supporters? We're trying to keep out of the public eye here.
No, we're trying to become the king. I have 5 kingly traits to raise.
I mentioned before, did I not? There is no hero without allies. Only a single voice in opposition. In other words, even archetypes have their own strengths and weaknesses. They'll be of little use if used thoughtlessly.
True.
Life and death are seconds apart on the battlefield. Be attentive, mindful, and strategic. Only then can you emerge victorious.
And you know, if need be, just press R3. It'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
When you feel unsure how to proceed, I recommend you stop, assess your surroundings, and think. The smallest observation is often our greatest inspiration.
I'm gonna put this on VG Advisor. Hold on. Gotta get a timestamp. Okay.
Well, it's almost dawn. I will be watching with great anticipation. Until we meet again.
It is interesting having an Igor that's actually a bit more involved in the plot and not so mysterious and esoteric.
Good.
Alrighty then, let's hit the road. The king's funeral is coming up, is it not? We should hurry back to Grand Trad.
This place.
We'll need to catch a carriage soon if we want to make it back to the royal capital.
Let's go.
We can wait no longer. Are you ready? Go to Grand Trad. Or look at the map for a bit.
Great. Let's move out.
Hey. Tweedledee-doo. How's it going? I am winning. I just beat the optional boss for the dungeon.
Escaping the dragon's threat in the Nord mines, the party shakes their pursuers amidst the discovery of great powers. To make up for lost time,
Yeah, I beat the dragon.
bring a coach to seek with them the rest of the way to the capital.
Just finished the demo.
Funeral draws ever
Without saying too much, do you know how far along I am?
Finally, we found a ride. Looks like we should make it in time for the funeral after all.
Last time we rode in a public carriage, it was hit by bandits. A pack of Louis zealots, too.
Saying is worrisome.
Talk about a nasty surprise.
You've come away
2/3.
then.
Oh man.
Any bandits who set on us now are in for a nasty surprise.
Reminds me of the road to the fort. Sitting there in the cart. Never could have imagined you and I would be the only survivors. Strange. How fast life can change.
How you holding up?
You okay? Unfortunately, I'd not had time to put any names to faces. Don't even know the name of the Roussant fellow we talked down.
Well, it's Roussant. I thought it might be French pronunciation, but I didn't want to assume. Hey, emotional stakes, how's it going? The weeks being only 5 days is so odd. I mean, that's just because you are living in your own fantasy world where there are 7 days and no tribes.
The last couple days have certainly been eventful. Almost feels like everything we thought.
Whoa, what is the texture on the hair?
wrong.
I've never noticed that. Like, it's actually moving. That's really neat. It kind of looks like water, a little bit, but it's neat.
Well, plenty of people live their lives without taking a single step outside their city. But we haven't the luxury of ignorance, I suppose.
Yeah, it seems like it only appears on the characters that are in focus.
We're almost to the capital.
Yeah, like now it's not on Stroll, but it's still a bit on the MC.
Quiet now, and stay sharp.
My file time was 8 hours. Apparently I missed the whole ass optional dungeon stemming from a side quest. They got side quests?
Milady. Welcome back, and thank you for making the trip.
After so long, I am only surprised anyone remained here who yet remembered me.
Wow, her voice is surprisingly deep.
Surely you jest, milady.
Pay me no mind. I heard of the king's death. The skyline is full of unfamiliar figures. 'Tis a testament to how long I've been away.
The hair is hiding it, but she has a gigantic forehead.
It's the guard that's changed the most. It's just chaos and politics there, arguing over matters of succession.
Not chaos in politics.
They were even protecting. Not to mention talk of monsters at the border. With
Not monsters at the border.
With them on top of everything else.
After tomorrow, the city will calm. Once the formality of the funeral is past, a new king will be crowned.
The crowning of new kings is well known for calming people.
After which, I suppose there'll be no further need of a search party. Not many even remember we were searching in the first place.
God, these backgrounds are so gorgeous.
Funeral draws ever closer. One day remains. Escaping the Nord mines, the party hailed a horse-drawn coach and returns now to Grand Trad, capital of Uchronia, the day before the royal funeral. As they gaze upon the city, flags of mourning fluttering in the wind, the magnitude of their mission exacts its toll on the heart.
The music's a little bit loud compared to the voices. Sometimes.
The fog's rolling in. Rain's the last thing we need.
Can this funeral withstand more misfortune? I've heard they don't have enough soldiers to keep the peace.
Oh, it'll be fine. All the aristocrats are bringing their own personal guards. I imagine boredom's the worst we need to worry about.
Oh no. Not boredom.
Let's not draw attention to ourselves. There's a hostelry tucked at the back of Sunshade Row, the Hushed Honeybee Inn. We'll talk
Hey, wait, are you allowed to say that? Are you allowed to have a honeybee inn if you put another word in front of it?
Here we go.
Grius went ahead. Let's hurry after him.
That's terribly unfair.
What's wrong? The Hushed Honeybee Inn is on Sunshade Row. Give your map a look if you need a reminder of where it is.
That's terribly unfair.
Played enough Crusader Kings to know the transition of power is never peaceful in monarchies. I've played enough real life to know that the transition of power is never a peaceful time in any situation.
Now then.
I wonder what the lodging Grius mentioned is like. Can't wait to actually get some rest for once.
That's terribly unfair.
Puppy. Or fox.
That's terribly unfair. All right then.
That's the end of this
I really... These details are so cool. Like, this really does feel like a world that they had, like, excitement for showing off. Having it, you can actually see it, like, suck in these particles, and then it makes the lights turn on. This is genuinely something I really wanted to see in Final Fantasy 16. Because a part of Final Fantasy 16's whole thing is, like, you can just get these crystals, and they let you use magic. And so you'll get these little moments of, like, use this ice crystal to keep our fish cold so that they don't rot. But, like, that just feels so understated to me. And I really wanted, like, I wanted to see, like, what does a society look like when you just have crystals that you can use to command the elements instead of whatever technology led to our society being this way, or the society of most games being a certain way. Oh, they got a wing race. There we go. Oh, could it be? You are an Elda, correct? My, I've never seen one of your kind before. I assume you're not from these parts. Tell me, where do you hail from? Outside the city? Just tell me, do you hail from the outside the city? That's right. I see. I must admit, I'm quite jealous of you, Elda. Traveling outside the city is a most dangerous venture. Unless you have a gauntlet runner, that is. Well, if this is your first time here, I must warn you to stay on your guard. This city's denizens can be somewhat unwelcoming to people of your tribe. You have wings. Why are you talking about freedom?
All right then.
Okay.
All right then.
Look, I don't give a toss who's king. I just want some coin.
So this is Sunshade Row. It seems a fine place to just disappear from prying eyes.
Got it.
But where's the inn? You suppose we should just ask around?
Do you need something?
The Hushed Honeybee Inn? Only bad sort of folks in there. You know, well, go at your own risk. I won't stop you. You know the narrow alley to the right of the gallows? Go down there and there'll be some stairs. It's at the end of that way.
What am I supposed to do here?
See ya, Pansy Zombie. I will have a lot of luck at not finishing this anytime soon, apparently. Contemptuous man. Don't look at me, damn Elda.
Crowd on this street looks pretty rough.
What is it?
Watch out for pickpockets. You can bet they'll all see you as an easy mark.
Why would I be an easy mark? Murmur. Grius, we heard all the soldiers in the fort got annihilated. But not you, I see. Stubborn old bastard. About that. Don't you worry. Nearly all of Sunshade Rose is in your debt. None of us are gonna go running our mouths now.
This place.
This is the Hushed Honeybee Inn.
Got it.
This is the chaste Christian version of the Honeybee Inn. Finally, a place to get proper rest. Something good's cooking too, I can smell it. Let's hurry inside.
You're back.
Papa, welcome home.
Well, hello, my Maria. I trust you've been staying out of trouble.
There we go. We finally got this humanizing element. That's a big tail she's got. Is that a cat girl?
He's, well, new recruit.
Oh, and she's got little baby wings.
Just enlisted.
So young. It's good to meet you. I'm Fabienne. This inn is my business and my home.
This design feels like a modified version of a design I've seen before, but I can't place it.
Manners, Maria.
Welcome.
Hey, I'm wasting away over here. Where's my order?
Maria, could you handle that?
Yes, right away.
Child labor.
You're back sooner than I thought. Something happened.
Something bad. Barely any survivors.
I see.
I didn't know Grius had a daughter.
I know I've already asked so much of you, but would you mind looking after Maria a little while longer?
Of course. It wouldn't be the honeybee without her. Now, as for the rest of you, after braving the frontiers with this curmudgeon, I'm sure you would welcome a warm supper.
Once we're done, we'll head upstairs.
It's so good.
What is it? Is it like buns and half a tomato?
Oh, spicy. I can't feel my tongue.
It's a tomato, dude.
Oh, pipe down and eat, boy.
That was delicious, especially the meat. I wasn't expecting it to have such a kick, but it grows on you fast.
Red grass roasted beedou. Bird meat. One of her hometown specialities. She's risked a lot to shelter me and to help the resistance. I owe her more than I can say.
You said we were short-handed, but are we really the only ones?
I know we've plenty of independent agents fighting in their own ways, but it seems none could avail themselves to us. Which means we're the only ones who can do this.
Still, killing Luis. That's not going to be an easy feat.
Be crazy if killing Luis is like the first dungeon, first palace. He's their Kamoshida.
Grius, do you have a plan? Fill us in.
Midway through the funeral, in broad daylight. That's insane.
It's risky, to be sure, but we'll never find a better chance at confronting the man directly. Don't worry. I'll be the only one getting close to him. I'll need you to draw Luis's attention from a different location. All I need is an opening. And don't rely on your fancy powers for this, all right? It'll attract too much attention. Killing a man and slaying a beast are two very different things.
I mean, we did kill soldiers using these powers, though.
This is all I need.
invade his political base to make him feel bad.
You're joking. You and that kitchen knife against an archmage. Isn't there anything we can do to help?
No, you're just getting in the way. Besides, this kitchen knife can slit his throat like the swine he is. A fast kill, if not a clean one. It's nothing I've not done before. Give me my opening, and the man's dead.
Silence is an option.
Does Fabienne know about this?
Of course she does, boy. That woman's made of tougher stuff than you or I will ever be.
Oh, El Kiwami, thank you for raiding yet again. We're apparently just about 2/3 through this big-ass Metaphor Fantazio demo. We're plotting an assassination right now, a political assassination. Hey, Ken Laird, how's it going?
One last thing. Keep Maria company a while, would you? The girl gets lonely on her own.
Okay. Are we gonna get a side quest, play with child?
At least going to tuck her in.
Couldn't chat the other day because of the follow timer, but I wanted to say hi before I do it. Oh, I didn't know I had a follow timer. Twitch has really automated a lot of stuff. Like, they've added a lot of features and just kind of changed them and not told me. I finally fixed the problem with the auto mod just catching everything even mildly inappropriate.
You've got to prepare tonight. Too much still needs doing. And best that it's
Yeah, good to see you.
as far from her as possible.
And there's his fatherly side, I suppose. Sorry, but I'm going to bed early. I need a full night's rest if I don't want to be a liability.
Well, we've all been short on time to ourselves.
Yo, free time?
But I'd feel bad leaving Maria all alone. Shall we go check in on her? At least?
Yeah, this is Metaphor Fantazio, the prologue demo specifically. The game isn't out yet.
Look at that.
It's a Persona game set in a fantasy world where imaginary concepts such as racism exist.
Hey,
After nothing but hard ground campsites, I'm looking forward to sleeping tonight. You can handle Grius' daughter, can't you? I guess I can. Yeah, it is that game. Yeah, so it's more than just Persona-esque. I haven't really gotten to it yet, but it has the like time management stuff of a Persona game, and it has S-links. Like, hold on.
what now?
You have followers, and you raise their bonds. The difference here is that each of your S-links is actually like a class you can use for any of your party members. So it's not the same as like you get experience points for your personas. But yeah, this is a fantasy world where if you don't have like dog ears or like goat horns or a cat tail or little angel wings or something, then you're a freak and you'll be discriminated against.
Please enjoy your stay.
Sausage links, exactly. Oh yeah, no, the aesthetic of this game is crazy. Like, it has some of the most maximalist loading screens I've ever seen. Like, they are louder than the actual game you are playing. You'll be in like a like mining cave area, like it's all just dusty and gloomy, and then you go through a loading barrier and you get just like fried with this like black and red gothic like a beating heart and like newspaper clipping like texture, and like it's so extreme. It looks very, very good. Grius and I go way back. Please make yourselves at home.
Did you need something?
I can't sleep, little girl. Help me.
I can't sleep.
Atlus, please design the UI for my life. That would be really, like, that would be really cool. That might get, like, to be a lot for the rest of your life.
You can't relax. Your job must be hard. Oh, I just remembered. Papa said you have a strange book, and that I should ask to see it.
Well, I wonder if she's going to give me a new S-Link. Oh, yeah, also, in this, instead of social links, you get your bonds, and they are represented on a screen of what appear to be chemical bonds. This game has a lot of crazy imagery going on.
You like books, huh? Well, I haven't ever seen one before, so I was wondering what they're like.
Yeah, like this game, even though there's no personas, there are persona awakenings. And like, so the first party member you get who has an awakening, like tears out his own heart, and it's made of metal, and it's also a microphone, and he like screams into it in front of a crowd while declaring to get revenge for his village that was destroyed by the antagonist. Like this game is like 11 out of 10 maximalism at most times. Do you know how to read? Oh, also, not a silent protagonist. They are their own person. This game starts off with you being asked to give your real name, and then you name the protagonist separately. And they like can make their own choices, and they do voice their own opinions and stuff. But you also can make choices for them.
Well, since you're here, let's all read it together, okay? Really? Oh, but I still have work to do.
Don't worry, Maria. I can handle this crowd. You have fun reading upstairs.
Really?
Yes. You did a very good job today.
Let's read then.
Reading this book is also like a core part of your power. It's a fantasy novel about a world where there is no racism because it's Earth. It's where humans are. Also, humans in this world are like Evangelion monsters.
Miss Fabienne taught me how to read a little. She said it helps with keeping the inn running.
That's pretty impressive that you know how to read.
Well, I can't do lots of hard words, but I like learning new ones. Plus, I like when people say I'm clever, so I've got to work really, really hard. Papa always says not to go into his room, so I wait for him a lot. I'm good at waiting.
Are you sure you're alright?
You're doing all right.
Yes, Papa's always like this when he comes home, but I'm happy he's here. Thank you. It was fun talking to you.
Let's do this again sometime.
Really? You don't mind talking to me?
Kid, you live like this? I mean, she's living like Nanako by the sounds of it. Those long days are passing by through the door. And like late summer, they slowly fade away.
You're helping Papa with his job, aren't you? So, be safe. I've heard his job can be really dangerous.
Alright, we're getting an S-Link. They're usually defined by handshakes and stuff like this. She must be feeling anxious herself. but she's still concerned from the bottom of her heart about our safety. I feel comforted by Maria's kind-hearted nature. Oh, yeah, there we go. It gotta be a white mage.
In her dwells the virtue of the healer. Nurture thy
The healer arcana.
and a new power yet slumbering within thee may awaken.
Thank you.
Yeah, here we go. This is what I mean by the imagery in this game. I can sense the heroic embodiment of the healer from Maria. New thing to study in academia.
I wonder if Papa will stay for longer this time. It'd be sad if he had to leave right away.
I'll ask him to stay, I guess.
Okay. I think I'll try to read a little bit more, and then I'll go find Miss Fabian and go to bed. Alright. I'll try to read this part now.
Between this Zaza got me speaking Esperanto and this Za gave me the Vitruvian man flexibility, I feel like the Dracula flow predicted this game. Could be, honestly. That could be the premise of this game.
In this country, the something king hears the voices of the city and protects their way of life. What's this say?
Society's purpose is to protect its citizens. This is a basic principle of this utopia. All are equal, all live in safety, and the rich and poor are as one. With no gaps, no conflict.
No gaps except for the fact that there are rich and poor.
Deserving of help. Basically, it's a place where there's no fighting, and everyone always gets along.
Yeah, it's a fantasy. And by fantasy, I mean just what real life is like. There is no gaps between the rich and the poor. Don't think too hard about that.
Wow. Where is this place? No one gets left alone there, right? I wish I could go. Can I read a little more?
We're probably not going to bed anytime soon.
As dawn breaks, so begins the procession to the Grand Cathedral.
That's how days transition in this game. That's what I mean by Atlus UI on your entire life might get to be a bit much.
I'll have you blend in with the guards posted there. On my mark, you'll create a distraction. Draw Luis's attention.
What, with the soldiers? But our uniforms are...
I had Fabienne patch them up.
In the state they were in?
Damn, that was fast.
That must have taken all night. Let me see.
Thanks for keeping Maria company yesterday. I'd appreciate if it wasn't the last time.
Yeah, I'd appreciate if you hang out with her at least 7 more times. Beats getting advertisements streamed into our brains by 2050. I suppose. So much for sleep.
I'm never sleeping again, am I?
Just bear with it, boy. Call it a personal favor. I appreciate it. The girl just has trouble making friends is all.
But she's a healer.
Split up as soon as we leave. At the Grand Cathedral, we'll pose as guards to cause a commotion. I leave the rest to you.
I'll see to everything here. Don't worry.
Papa.
I'll be back tonight. Be a good girl while I'm gone, eh?
We can read a little more from my book, all right?
Really?
Yeah, see? Win him over.
Let's all have dinner together.
Yes, please.
Be careful.
The little girl looks like a Nino Kuni character.
See you soon.
Especially with like the round blobs of hair at the bottoms of her face.
Once it's over, we'll regroup back here at night. I'm counting on you.
We'll do our best. Right then.
Alright, I think we're finally getting to the assassination.
Then head for the Grand Cathedral.
Local maps with facilities. Major facilities are weapon shop, armor shop, general store, magic shop. That's interesting. There's a magic shop? And it's spelled armor. It's important to note these things. To get to the Grand Cathedral, we've got to head down to San Lameo Street. And then turn right, and then we get to the square in front of the gallows. There should be some shops selling weapons and armor on our way, so let's stop by. If you can't find them, your map should help.
Oh. That reminds me.
Oh, they don't voice all those text blurbs at the top. That's a shame. Kurt, man.
What is it?
Alright, I'm curious to see these magic shops.
All right then.
Today is the royal funeral. The king, he's really gone. My bottle's about gone too. Gonna have to throw my own royal funeral. Yeah.
What?
Ah, he reeks. What's with this guy? We can't go through this way, so let's steer clear. I mean, I'd just, like, sprint back past him or something. I don't know why, but I can sense Mora's presence over there. Does that mean this place is peaceful enough that you can connect to academia? Come to think of it, I did find a new power. I should go to academia when I can. I should.
Dreadful.
Now, where was I?
I feel Mora's presence. Go to academia. Why, that's a new archetype. Might I ask for you for a demonstration? What a cute cat. Look at his face, like he knows he's cute. Ah, thank you for coming. You seem to be walking on your own path, as I expected you would. Splendid.
Well then.
I realize this is sudden, but there's something I wanted to ask you regarding the power that you were gifted with. About archetypes. I have a task I'd like you to undertake.
What?
What do you mean by task?
Alright.
To stand fearless in the face of change. That may not only alter your form, but reveal the heroic qualities you embody. That, indeed, is the truth of archetypes. The heroes of our kingdom's history all showed glimpses of such power, though not to the extent you have. Yet now their tales are largely forgotten, fables in obscurity. A hero standing alone is no hero at all, but a simple dissenter. Without the support of others, their ideals are soon buried beneath history's weight, and their lives go unnoticed. The same holds true of archetypes. An archetype will only reach their ultimate power once you have obtained and unite many heroic embodiments. If you can achieve this, my dream too shall be fulfilled. In this way, I am sure we can take the first step toward the ideal world I describe in my novel.
Because you see,
researching this power is vital to me as well. For our first task, I'd like you to cultivate the heroic embodiment of the healer. I'm certain the task will be a fruitful opportunity for you to hone that draws others to you. That is to say, your outwardly royal virtue.
This one's important.
A 2-star quest. I got my second quest ever. Increases imagination. Good to know. I wonder what that means. To nurture the strength, I'll need to challenge Luis the Archmage. Oh, in order to nurture the strength, I'll need to challenge Luis the Archmage. I should raise the healer archetype to rank 10. This can be completed by anyone. That's a rank 2? That sounds like it's gonna last the whole game. You need but complete your task and speak to me. That act alone will grant... Oh wait, rank 10 is the job, not the S-link. Okay. You need but complete your task and speak to me. That act alone shall grant me boundless understanding. Don't really want to.
however, you see...
I assure you, it'll be mutually beneficial.
Yes, that's right.
A confrontation with your enemies is inevitable, is it not? For all your plans and devices, one day you will have to face and fight Count Luis.
But for that...
To that end, you must seek to awaken new and stronger archetypes, and research the ways their powers complement each other. Chance encounters often spur a hero to grow, and indeed change the very world around them. As we share a fantasy of ideals, surely I, too, will share in this growth.
This research...
And when that happens, my memories may gradually return. The king's seal upon them may fade. Such as where this place is, and why the king confined me here. Through research, you may gain more power, and I regain my memories, and ultimately, we reach the utopia I dream of. A mutually beneficial agreement, no? Already, your efforts have done much for my research. Now, there is more I can do to assist you. If an archetype has learned a skill, I can make it inheritable by other archetypes. I can show you whenever you'd like. In this way, your encounters with others will become a source of even greater strength.
Regards.
Let us face these hardships together, and I have high hopes that for your future endeavors.
How good of you to come.
Unlocking skills. Skill inheritance is now available. You can now spend Meg to unlock previously learned skills and give them to other archetypes. You can individually set skills each archetype inherits. Alright, that sounds kind of insane. Let's find out. I can inherit bot to my seeker. And I can inherit lots of stuff for my mage. So sick would actually probably be really good for the mage. So I can get even more elemental coverage. But also day.
All right.
Oh, this is gonna be so interesting as you get more stuff. And you start blending these classes together. This is gonna be so fun. Fun fact, sick means titty in Polish, so it's going to be giggling. I assume that's intentional. I assume that's exactly what the developers were intending. Alright, what can you do? Oh, you just have nothing else, because I've only stuck with warrior so far. It's weird, but I think I am going to make Coda the healer, actually. I don't think there's a good reason to give the other two that.
I see. Fascinating.
The healer. This is the archetype you sensed in Maria's way of life.
This right here.
Its heroic embodiment is that of a saintly presence who gives strength to others through their love and devotion to all life.
All right.
Do you want to unlock it? Yes.
I'm counting on you.
That's the power I seek.
Of course.
And so be it. By shared resolve and honored creed, take new form as a healer. Yeah, there's Hama. I hear the voices of past heroes' souls. O worthy heart who tempers anxiety into strength, if thou art prepared to reach out a hand to any in need, even amidst the chaos of battle, I shall bestow upon thee our soul, the soul of the healer.
Really?
So this is the power of the healer's soul. I feel the power of restoration and light within me. I will help others. For anyone in need, I will do all in my power. Healer archetype awakened.
I found new power.
It's damage? Oh, that's weird. Because there's a skill for that light damage. I'm blanking on it. I know Aha for curse damage, but I forget the light one. But I know that they have it. So it's weird that they'd make Hama damage instead. Koha, right.
What would you care to know? That's right.
As you develop the archetype's power, you make that power your own. Thus, changing to a new archetype will allow it to inherit skills you've learned in other archetype trees. Inheritable abilities can be freely set in academia. However, there is a hard limit on the number of skills you can equip at once. You'll have to personally assign inherited skills for each archetype. In SMT, Hama and Mudo do damage since 4, I think. They just have a chance to KO. I mean, that's a good compromise. Because it's just, they're so costly. So, unless you really know it's going to work. I feel like Hama's always had, Hama and Mudo have had, a really overly niche use, where it'll be, there are certain situations where it's, a really great option. But it's so expensive to just throw out willy-nilly. And a lot of times you can take out enemies with weaker skills, or less costly skills, I mean. Additionally, inheriting skills will require a skill-specific amount of Meg. After paying it, the skill can be added or removed as you like.
What would you care to know?
Alright, this sounds like a really crazy in-depth system, and I really want to sink my teeth into it. I wish this year was not so stacked with video games.
Oh. You'll come again.
Going back to reality. Alright. Let's check those shops. Why is that one shop grayed out?
What am I supposed to do here? I'm out of ideas. Idiot peasants.
Out of my sight, filthy little Elda.
Come on.
Someone's shouting from upstairs, but don't let it get to you. You haven't done anything wrong. Oh, that was just a thing. I thought it was going to block me off. Gloam Hall. Rumor has it that this store only operates at night. Maybe we should check it out some night when we're free. That's crazy. Are you implying there's gonna be some sort of free time that I can spend at night?
Sod off.
What do you got?
Had a good time.
Hey now, elder lad. It's a nice sword you got there. Relax, I'm no thief, but that sword says you're a mercenary, so I've got a little proposal for you. You must have picked up some mag from fighting monsters, yeah? If you're not using it, let me take it off your hands. By mag, I'm talking about the tiny magia crystal shards. I bag them up on order of the Sanctus Church.
Don't miss your chance to sell now.
The accumulators out there gather it too, but I say they're pretty inefficient. Anyway, what else would you use it for? Pretty sweet deal I'm offering, mate.
Isn't that...
Mag. That's the currency we use to study archetypes in academia. If you're really strapped for money, you could exchange mag here. You need both, though, so I'll leave it up to you. What's the exchange rate? The mag exchange will purchase mag you've acquired in battle. Mag market price changes day to day, but it's more favorable on days when the weather is bad.
Looking to sell, are you?
Wow, it's like Persona 4. Sorry if you asked anything, got ads, want to type the comment. If I did, I forget. Big cities like Grand Trade are the only places you can exchange mag. So, you in? Ooh, wow. 2 Reeves.
Looking to sell, are you?
Magla gets denser on days when weather's bad. That means the worse the weather, the higher I'll pay. Wait, that doesn't make sense. It's denser, so there's more of it, so they charge more, like they give you more for it. That's why more and more people only come by on days with bad weather. You the type to mind the conversion rate too? What else am I got? Wow, we can actually go inside the shop.
Hello there.
The royal funeral has been being held today, so I've got to close up shop soon to mourn in my own way. If you're looking to make a purchase, get on with it, please. Ooh, bronze knuckles. When are we getting the monk class?
Now then.
Nothing to appraise.
What do you think?
In order to get the most out of any weapon, consideration must be paid to its type. For example, swords slash the enemy, while lances pierce them. If you're familiar with the characteristics of a weapon, even the simplest attacks may turn the tide. Weapons affinity can decide the victor before a blow is ever struck. For a true warrior, this is all common knowledge. But since so many these days rely on igniters and skip the fundamentals, I figured I'd refresh your memory just to be safe. Alright.
Welcome.
Oh, what a rare customer. Sorry, but we'll be closing soon because of the royal funeral, I'm afraid. Those are some pretty big defense increases. I do have some money now.
What is it?
I'm sure I don't need to tell you, but there's no wisdom in buying the first piece of armor that happens to be within your budget. That may be reasonable when you're dealing with clothing or shoes, But for defensive gear, it's best to prioritize armor that suits your needs and body. If you start acting like some spoiled clemmer and come back here complaining and demanding a return for armor that doesn't fit, I swear I'll ban you. It'd be bad for us to get banned from here. In any case, we should put some consideration into the compatibility between our armor and archetype. Alright, is that the magic shop? My word, what is this? There's a hair in this herb. Fine, shopkeep. I'll buy this for half the price. It's a pile of medicinal herbs. A rather pungent smell is coming from it. Oh, no. There's a vial that glows with mesmerizing light. Touch it. The vial shattered.
Oh my.
Well, you break it, you buy it, and that bottle was already cracked anyway. I'm just kidding. You weren't hurt, were you? You can have what was inside if you like. 100 mag? That's like $200.
And what is it you want?
The king wouldn't have looked twice at me, but you can't help but feel sad. Anyway, you making a purchase today? Oh, okay. Parch water. Mysterious water that induces thirst the more you drink it. Natural desiccant. It's very hard to read. It's very small text. Desiccant to dry up plants and trees. Alright, this is a lot of stuff. Expensive medicine. Should get another revival, actually. Robust remedy. It's probably good to have one of those. Vitamin relaxant, good for paralysis. Slapstick fans. Cures charm. Ariadne's thread. Essential for exploring precarious regions. Use this to return to the dungeon entrance. Okay. I rarely use anything like that in any game, but it's good to have one just in case. Stunning arrow. May paralyze. Nailed it. Alright. Okay, this must not be the magic store.
Eh?
Alright then.
Oh, is the magic store just selling mag? That's disappointing. I thought it would be like you can buy spells or something. I guess that would be a lot, though. Like a lot. Because there's already the skill inheritance to worry about. It's night only and never went there. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I guess I'll figure out what that is at some point. But that point is not today. Thanks everyone for coming by. That'll do me for today. I can't believe how huge this demo is. It's kind of insane. Glad my controller didn't die. It seems to be hanging in just fine.